President Donald Trump has been impeached again, making him the only president in history to be impeached 2 times. And in fact, this has been a presidency rife with firsts, but they're all pretty bad. And we're going to talk about that in a subsequent segment. But yes, Donald Trump becoming the first president to be impeached twice. The House this time voting on just a single charge, citing Trump's role in inciting that mob that violently went to the Capitol on January 6th. And Donald Trump now will face a Senate trial that could disqualify him from future office, although that Senate trial, by every indication, isn't going to happen until Joe Biden assumes the presidency. 10 Republicans joined Democrats in the House of Representatives in voting yesterday for the impeachment of Donald Trump. This was now a Capitol much more militarized, much more fortified by law enforcement and military as a result of what took place on January 6th. Let's go to the moment that it happened. Nancy Pelosi announcing the results for the second time during Donald Trump's presidency that indeed the president has been impeached.
On this vote, the ayes are 232, the nays are 197. The resolution is adopted. Without objection, the motion to reconsider is laid upon the table. Congratulations.
So going forward, when we say the Trump impeachment, we are going to need to clarify which of the two Trump impeachments we are referring to, and notably different this time versus the House vote about a year ago, a little more than a year ago, in impeaching Donald Trump the first time. 10 Republicans joining the Democrats, Congressman Katko, Liz Cheney, Kinzinger, Upton, Herrera Butler, Newhouse, Mayer, Gonzalez, Rice, and Valadao joining the Democratic Party. I don't think that these Republicans are particularly valiant or brave, although we will talk on the bonus show today about how Liz Cheney is facing calls to resign because she voted for the impeachment of Donald Trump. Can you imagine? Resign because you did the thing that is your responsibility and duty to do as a member of the House of Representatives. Very backwards calls for resignation we are hearing from Republicans. And this is going to be yet another stain on Donald Trump's legacy only 1 week before leaving office to the day. And listen, we've talked a lot over the last 4 years as we've fallen further and further down in terms of global respectability. And as the shame has grown and the humiliation has grown, we've talked about what will it take to get back to where we were. And for many of us, where we were wasn't that great. I mean, okay, diplomatically, the United States was more respected around the world under Barack Obama and previous presidencies, but we still were falling behind in dealing with climate. We still weren't getting health care to everybody, even as one of the richest countries in the world. We still had hunger. We still had unemployment. We were far better off than we are now, far more respected, but we still had serious problems to solve. And it is unreasonable to expect that after this level of global shame and domestic shame, just because the Trumpists don't feel ashamed doesn't mean it's not significant shame. It took 4 years for this to culminate in Donald Trump's second impeachment and this riotous mob that he incited. It's going to take more than 6 months to make significant headway in getting out of it. And hopefully our historical allies will forgive us. That's really the question. And there is going to be a lot of work digging out from this. Even many Republicans in House speeches yesterday in the anticipation of this vote, including Representative Kevin McCarthy, conceding that, yes, Donald Trump was to blame for what happened at the Capitol last week. But many continuing to insist that despite that, it is not impeachable. So we are all, of course, disappointed that there are unlikely to be greater consequences for Donald Trump. If things go incredibly well and the Senate votes to convict when they likely in February, March, April, we don't know, convene for the impeachment trial of Trump. If they were to convict, it is a possibility that Trump will face the consequence of not being able to run again. But we all wish there had been more consequences. And I think maybe the biggest takeaway is, were it not for you getting out and voting in 2018 to take that majority away in the House of Representatives from Republicans, were it not for you voting in 2020 to remove Donald Trump and to give Democrats a Senate majority, we wouldn't even be seeing a lot of what we've seen. The first impeachment wouldn't have happened were it not for the 2018 vote. The second impeachment, I mean, we'd be dealing with a different situation. Let's put it that way. Were it not for taking the White House and the Senate in November and in the runoff elections in Georgia in January. So there are successes here, but we all wish that there had been more consequences and earlier on for what has been arguably the most atrocious presidency in modern political history. One of our sponsors is Four Sigmatic, the company best known for their delicious mushroom coffee. Four Sigmatic's mushroom coffee is organic, fair trade, single origin Arabica coffee with both lion's mane and chaga mushrooms. Chaga mushrooms have actually been shown to have potential in supporting the immune system in peer-reviewed studies. I've been drinking Four Sigmatic coffee a lot lately. It actually doesn't taste anything like mushrooms. It just tastes like any delicious coffee. But it's really easy on my stomach, doesn't give me any jittery feeling or a midday crash. And they have over 20,000 five-star reviews. And best of all, if you don't love it, you'll get 100% of your money back because they stand behind their product. You've got nothing to lose by giving it a try. Four Sigmatic is giving my audience up to 40% off and free shipping when you go to foursigmatic.com/Pakman. The link is right underneath this video.